welcome back to another edition of Research Fantasy Presents our MLB DFS hitter picks for Friday, June 23rd, 2017. Hard to believe, 1 week from now, we will be announcing the end of June. We will be entering July. We will be crossing over that invisible halfway point in the year. July 1st, the beginning of July basically marks about a 2-month period until we really get the main DFS sport back. Of course, I'm talking about the NFL. It marks, roughly 3 months until hockey returns, roughly 3.5, but leaning more towards 4 months until the NBA season returns. So, yeah, you don't want to move the year too fast. That's never really what you're going for because, time moves fast enough as it is. Looking forward like that tends to mitigate the impact and the fun that you can have in between then. But it's quick, man. Life happens in a flash. Anyway, enough of my rhetoric and philosophy. Let's talk baseball. We've really got some solid spots tonight that we could choose from for our tournament hitting. And I think the point I'm going to start is Tommy Joseph, 6,800 on Fantasy Draft, 3K FanDuel, 3,400 DraftKings. The Phillies hit the road, head to Chase Field. Couldn't be a better situation for them. First of all, none of these guys seem to be really priced up for the fact that they're going to a ballpark that it basically has to have been the top producing run ballpark this year. I'd be interested to see how close it goes with Coors. I still want to do a little bit of a look just to see what the opposing team run total is. But nonetheless, Patrick Corbin on the mound just came off a really solid game against the Phillies. This is a completely different situation being in this ballpark, though. Tommy Joseph typically rakes against lefties, hasn't turned it on yet, but Corbin's 377 WOBA, 38% hard contact in Chase is not going to be a good thing. It's not a situation where I'm necessarily looking for him to get slaughtered, but I think you could pick your shots here, and Tommy Joseph at that price is definitely somebody I'm willing to buy in on to really just load up at the pitcher position. Moving on from there, hard to look past Carlos Gomez right now. 8,400 Fantasy Draft, 3,700 FanDuel, 4,300 on DraftKings. Since coming off the DL, this guy has just been a monster. It's amazing sometimes how these guys, it's like something in their body tells them, you've missed 20 games. Now you have to make up 20 games worth of production. We saw it with JD Martinez. This hasn't been as severe of a degree. Maybe it has, and I just haven't noticed the same way, but Carlos Gomez absolutely raking, taking on Masahiro Tanaka in Yankee Stadium with Tanaka's 389 WOBA, 39.3% fly ball rate, 36.3% hard contact. Admittedly, those numbers are starting to come down a little bit, but this Rangers lineup is one that you can't really mess with. There's a lot of hot bats, a lot of hard-hitting bats, and Gomez is my favorite of the night. I'm not afraid to use him in any format. Let's wrap things up tonight with Corey Dickerson, 9,200 Fantasy Draft, 4,100 FanDuel, 4,700 on DraftKings. You can't write an article without talking about Ubaldo Jimenez and how bad he's been. Now, by the time I've said these words, I've had this feeling since I wrote this article. Jimenez has been mostly used as like a long reliever when Chris Tillman inevitably gives up 6 runs in the first 2 innings and you need somebody to come in, pitch 4 or 5 innings. So I just have this feeling that something's going to happen. Jimenez isn't going to be the one who ends up starting. But as of last I looked, he was. The stats haven't been good on Jimenez in years, allowing a 37% hard contact rate, a 37% fly ball rate. The hard contact's about 32%, but it's been rising. We just know this guy is not good. So I don't mind using guys like Dickerson, Morrison. How does Logan Morrison have 21 home runs this year? This is getting out of hand. He's another guy I don't mind, but Dickerson, hits all around. It's not just a home run thing. You have some speed upside there, so I don't mind Dickerson. He's my top play on the night. To wrap things up, 3 of our favorite tournament options: Tommy Joseph, Carlos Gomez, Corey Dickerson. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel below. Head over to researchfantasy.com. Check out what we've got going on there. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Research and Win. And join us again tomorrow.